This is Bansky, Living a Dream TV. I want to welcome you. Thank you for watching this episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe for future videos. In this video, I want to talk about the 666 hand sign, hand symbol that we see all of these celebrities throwing them up, politicians throwing them up. They're all throwing up the same hand symbol to show their allegiance to Satan. It's a 666 hand symbol, but they have all kinds of excuses and stories to explain what it is. Some claim it's three-pointer in basketball, but as you can see, you have all kinds of people throwing it up. Clearly, Bill Clinton's not referring to a three-pointer right there. And I want to share this clip coming up. It's a testimony video. It's a real quick snippet of it. I'll leave a link for the whole video below in the description. But it's a ex-escort that nearly sold her soul to Satan, and she was beginning to make a deal, and she started seeing things happen. Let's take a look.
I started selling my soul to Satan. Let's just get real here. I said, hey, Satan, I don't know if you're real, but if you are, I want you to give me an amazing singing voice. I want to have as much money as Madonna and at least be as rich and famous as Madonna. I want to, and Justin Bieber. I don't want to be anything less than that. If I'm going to be famous, I want to go hard or go home. And I want to have, I think I even told him, I need to be a billionaire, before I die. I have to have, but you can eventually have, and I want to be signed in a record label in LA, and I want to live in LA, so I had all these ideas, just the big Hollywood, garbage dream that people see on TV, but I started making a deal. Next thing you know, I can sing songs that I could never sing. I could sing them so well. I would close my eyes and I would see colors as I'm singing. And for the first time ever, I've been to so many singing lessons and so many teachers. And teachers would be like, sing from your chest, sing from your feet, sing from your head. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean sing from my feet? How do you sing from your feet, right? So I now know how to sing from your feet. Literally. I have seen how you can bring the energy and the music and the feeling of the music from your feet while you're singing, or from your chest, or from your mouth, from right up here. I know how. I would close my eyes and I'd see colors while singing songs, and I knew where it was coming from in what area of my body. And I'd open my eyes and I'd be doing this. I'd literally be singing in my house, so amazing songs that I could never sing in a million years, and I'd be going like this, okay, 666, and I would be like, whoa, I don't regularly, hold up the 666 sign when I sing, and then the next time I'd be going like this, and I'm singing and I'm doing this in my house, and I was like, okay, this is creepy. When I sing, I don't sing like that. Who holds up all these Illuminati devil worshipping signs? Unless you're possessed. My animals started getting freaked out by me. They would just back away from me. I knew I was possessed. I asked for demonic spirits to come into me to allow me to be able to sing better, allow me to be able to perform better, not to be shy in front of people, And then boom, boom, boom. Things just started happening really fast in my music career. I just all in that 24-hour period that I said that deal, I have a full piece band. Within 24 hours, I had a full piece band, and they were ready. Everyone was ready to go. Everyone wanted to do it. Everyone was ready to go. And I started saying, holy, this actually might be real.
So this lady gained power to sing phenomenally great, supernaturally great, out of nowhere, just gaining this talent and ability that she asked for in exchange for her soul. And unbeknownst to her, she started throwing up this hand sign that we see Michael Jackson in this picture throwing up. And you gotta ask yourself, Is this how it works? Is this the system that we see play out in this celebrity world on our television screen, in our mainstream music and media? I just want to run through several pictures I collected. It's just a collection. I'm just constantly examples being shown, but right here we see Michael Jackson. We know he was killed after gaining ownership of his catalog. Here you see a baby throwing up both the hand sign and the 666. Here we see We Are Change Team with Luke Rudkowski, among other truthers. See Ron Paul throwing up his devil horn hand sign. Bill Clinton, of course. Justin Timberlake. This dude. The Pope. $50 Cent. In soccer, football, got E40. Our beloved Dave Chappelle. Louis C.K. We have pastors doing it. We have, of course, rappers. Glenn Beck, that's his name. Wiz Khalifa showing it on his shirt. You know, they would just want to popularize it in mainstream and make it cool. This is how they promote what's cool. Bill Hicks. You know, that's how they work. That's how they program us. They put it on TV. They know that we'll just, or at least the youth will eat it up, request for it. Ask their parents to buy it, follow, and what it is, it's Satanism, people. Know them by their signs, their allegiances. Right here, Michael Obama throwing up his hand sign. You have another surprise, George Carlin, who masqueraded as a truther. Anton LaVey again, founder of the Church of Satan. Here we have a twofer, Obama, as above, so below. Right there. Just like this, as above, so below. Same with this. This is Baphomet. It's because they try to make Washington a god. Apotheosis is what that is. Man becoming God, you know, Satan's original lie to Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. There we go again, as above, so below. As above, so below. As above, so below. They're all part of the same clique, doing the same things, showing the same allegiances, worshiping the same false god, Satan, who wants to be like God. He wants to be God, so he deceives the masses. He deceives the world. And he has actual followers that believe him. People like Madonna, who are these creations. They're put in front of our faces to promote these beliefs, satanic beliefs. It's as above, so below. Same here. Same here. And you see the little hand sign he's throwing up as well. Both hands. Beyonce doing the same thing. What is that? Lady Gaga right there. Puffy. Another statue of the Baphomet in one of these several satanic churches that popped up recently.
Ron, can you come down here?
A satanic movie. Devil horns. Devil horns. She has devil horns on her head too. But that wasn't blatant enough. You got to do the hand sign as well, all right?
Look, I just gave myself one. Right? It's all set up. Don't make me do it again next week. Just take off your hat.
This is bullshit.
What did you do?
This is just you trying to talk to me.
Stephen Colbert. Bill Maher. It's all controlled opposition.
Talk about Major League Baseball and the Illuminati symbols that you'll see there. The players flash when they celebrate a home run or some type of an accomplishment in the game. I've done a video on the NBA, which is a very controversial video because people forget that these false idols come in all shapes and forms. They're not just musicians and actors. They're also athletes, of course. As these athletes get recruited, their agents and these other people that they associate themselves with, they start indoctrinating them with the same symbols, occultic symbols. It's not a surprise. Most NBA players throw up the 666 sign, but the sheep continue to come over and talk about how it means a three-pointer, even though they're doing it on magazine covers, even though they're doing it when they make two-pointers. They do it all the time, but the sheep refuse to believe it. They believe that these wolves in sheep's clothing are heroes, and they won't hear anything other than that because they love their team. They feel like they're a part of the team. And they're blinded by their zeal and their obsession with these sports teams. The same could be said for Major League Baseball. You'll see the 666 flash prominently, but I want to start with something that occurred, I believe it was last year. It was during a Cubs-Brewers game. I'm not sure the exact date or year, but it was recently. In the middle of a game as they were cutting to a promo, all of a sudden these symbols flashed on the screen. And you could see above the screenshot, these symbols, all occultic symbols. You could see a lot of the symbols that have been exposed on this channel, including the all-seeing eye, the pentagram, the upside-down pentagram, the pyramids, the infinity sign, just a ton of satanic occultic symbols. It flashed on the screen accidentally. The commentators paused. One guy said, "I have no idea what this means." The other commentator said, "Apparently the baseball gods did know." I repeat, apparently the baseball gods did know. This flashed on the screen in the middle of a game, middle of a baseball game, and stayed on there for about 5 seconds, 10 seconds, where the commentators actually had to say something about it because they were looking at the screen, and obviously they have to tell you what's going on. So people at home see this. Of course, they don't think anything of it. They see it, they go, "What is that?" And then the commentators crack a joke about it, referencing the baseball gods, which you hear a lot of these commentators talk about. In all sports, the football gods, the baseball gods, all of this blasphemous talk. But this is what popped up during just a regular season game, which is absolutely ridiculous. But let's get to some of the players. Let's start with Josh Donaldson. Josh Donaldson on the Toronto Blue Jays. He's the reigning most valuable player in the American League. This guy can't get enough throwing up the 666 sign. Every chance he gets, as you'll see above, he throws up the 666 every time he crosses home plate. Every single time. You also see him, in addition to throwing up the 666, sticking out his tongue, representing the serpent or representing Kali, the serpent's tongue, which we've discussed on this channel. You'll see him doing the shh sign with fellow teammate Edwin Encarnacion. I don't want to hear that they're doing the shh sign to quiet the crowd because guess what? It's a home game. He hit a home run in a home game, and the two of them together doing the shh sign. Yeah, I'm sure that means quiet the crowd because you always want to quiet the crowd when they're cheering for you. Makes absolutely no sense, so I don't want to hear that.
Also realize there's variations of 666, different ways to write it. For example, 36, literally 3 sixes, 666. Or the number 18 would be 3 times 6 is 18. Or you you can just look at the 3 and the 6 as literally just 3 6, and you're back to the 36, which literally is 3 6s. So that's 666. Here's a clip from ExplorerOne. I'll link his channel below.
That's why when LeBron James went to the Miami Heat, okay, Heat, you can see the logo there, the symbolism, right? The obvious sort of symbolism for fire and hell and stuff like that. They're very blatant like that. So when LeBron James went over there in ritualistic and symbolic aspects, he changed his number from 23, 2/3, 666, to then just 6. And he teamed up with their superstar player, Dwayne Wade. So they then became the 3-6, or the 3 6s, or the 666 duo. And you can see him in many other videos that people have done where he has a whole ritual that he does during the national anthem, where he does double 666 hand sign and then points up into the sky.
Then they have it in baseball. Oh, if it means three-pointer in basketball, what's it mean in baseball? He's holding up the 666 sign as he crosses home plate. What does that mean? Does that mean he got 6 RBIs? Oh, wait, that's not possible. Did he hit a 6-run home run? That's not possible. What does it mean? The guy is just blatantly flashing the 666 sign, paying homage to his god, Lucifer, as he points up to the sky, mocking our Father in heaven. People don't seem to care. People think that it means something else. But what a coincidence. In all these sports, you get John Cena in wrestling, which isn't a sport, doing the 666. You get Steph Curry, LeBron James. You get all the basketball players holding up the 666 sign. I've showed it in the NFL. I'll do a specific video on the NFL exposing their symbolism. You get it in baseball, holding it up. Makes no sense. Doesn't really fit in, does it? You could see fellow teammate Jose Bautista. Here he is doing it as well, holding up the 666 sign as he crosses home plate, pointing up to the skies, kissing their fingers, paying homage to Lucifer. And I don't want to hear any excuse that it has some different meaning. If you study the occult, you study Satanism, you study all of these symbols, people aren't accidentally doing it, okay? The symbol has multiple meanings, people want to say. It has one specific meaning. That's why you see it crossed over in every single genre. You see celebrities doing it. What does that mean? The celebrity made a three-pointer? That's what people want to say. It means three-pointer, man. Have you ever played basketball? Yeah, when I played basketball, you actually held the 3 middle fingers up on your hand, not the ones making the 666. That used to be the symbol for a 3, if you even held it up. Why are baseball players doing it? Why are wrestlers doing it? Why are football players doing it? It's not a coincidence. In the secret societies, they're taught that symbols run and control the world. And the symbols are everywhere. Just everybody wants to believe that it has the different meaning to it, that it has a nice meaning to it, that these people aren't indoctrinated with it because they refuse to believe in witchcraft and all of this stuff that these people are practice, this black magic they practice. So you get Josh Donaldson, you get Jose Bautista, you get Bryce Harper, another mainstream player. He flashes the devil horns whenever he hits a home run or does something good. He holds up the devil horns. You get Alex Rodriguez holding up the devil horns. Then you get Hanley Ramirez, who is on the Boston Red Sox now. He, as a member of the Dodgers and as a member of the Marlins, as well as the Red Sox, constantly throwing up occult symbolism. You could see him holding the 666 sign in the air, actually holding it over his eyes, on both eyes. What's he saying here? Is he saying he likes to wear glasses or goggles? I mean, what do you want to think that means? You see musicians and actors on magazine covers doing the same thing, holding the 666 over their eye. Okay, it's not a coincidence. This is a cult meaning. As I said, these symbols that they flash have meaning. They're gang signs to one another to let them know that they're indoctrinated with the same beliefs and the worship of Lucifer, which is what they believe. He's doing it every day, not when he hits threes, all the time when good things happen. You know why? Because when good things happen, they thank Lucifer, their god. That's why they do it constantly. Look at J.R. Smith on his knees, pointing up, as if he's at the altar, bowing down to Lucifer. Look at LeBron James. Look at this ritual that LeBron James does before the game. It is a satanic spell that he's putting on. People look at it and go, "Oh, that's interesting. I guess everyone has their own thing." Yeah, it's just a coincidence. Don't be naive and don't be afraid. People don't want to address these things because they're afraid to address it. Well, at some point or another, Judgment Day is going to come and God's going to say, all of these things were in front of you and you ignored it. You didn't come back to me. You didn't repent. People pointed it out and you laughed because you were too busy sitting at your cubicle putting up Facebook pictures being materialistic and not caring about the scriptures or your fellow neighbor. I mean, look at Kyrie Irving, who flashes the 666 all the time. He actually went as far to get the all-seeing eye inside of the pyramid on his arm. Right? He got it tattooed on his arm. And of course, what comes with that comes formulated media reports mocking the entire thing. Sports Illustrated writes an article saying, is he a part of the Illuminati, the secret society that all the cool Hollywood musicians and actors are a part of? Neat. They do this for a reason. They mock it so that your brain doesn't take it seriously. You read it and you read the sarcasm in it. Your brain dismisses it as a joke, and you don't process the severity and the realness of this. So try and separate yourself from doing that. Stop letting them control your moods and your behavior and lead you the wrong way, because that's what these, media outlets do.
Look at that.
Revelation 13:15-18. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Revelation 14:9-11. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead, or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So the source of this number, the Bible, tells us those who have wisdom and understanding are instructed to count the number of this man's name, who is the Antichrist, which we are told in God's Word is 666. Check out some of the words that add up to 666 in simple English gematria. Yeah, mark of the beast, receive a mark, world ID card, RFID body tag, Satan seal, image of Satan, a satanic mark, Sharia laws, unruly, quarrels, stubborn, Book of the Dead, insanity, falling away, fallen church, absence of God, witchcraft, necromancy, illusion, sorceries, Santa Claus, false market, monetary, no more cash. Back to this gematria chart. As you can see, the sixth line, Va. In Hebrew, you can see that it's used for O, U, V, and W as well. Here we see the World Wide Web abbreviation, WWW, would be that 666 again. This is Obama's message that he left on the One World Trade Center. We remember, we rebuild, we come back stronger. WWW, Va Va Va, or 666. This was clearly intentional. He could have written anything as the president at Ground Zero, now the New World Trade Center, or One World Trade Center. And this is what he chose to write. This one's interesting. On barcodes, there's 666 encoded there, with the 11s on the left, middle, and the right. So barcode reader, those 11s equal the number 6, as you can see right there.
you been to Jesus for the cleansing power? Are you washed in the blood